Hey YouTube, what's up? You know who it is. It's Brian Bombs, aka the Flying Hawaiian. Today I'm going to be comparing the 50 round mag versus the 60 round mag for the Grau. There have been videos on YouTube about this topic before, but I do think they missed out on some important aspects that need to be considered when deciding which is better. We're going to go into depth about the stat differences, compare the recoil patterns, and check out the visual recoil to see which attachment you should be using. For the stats, I'm using the data from TrueGunData.com. The stat bars in Call of Duty have been wildly inaccurate and shouldn't be trusted. This site has been growing rapidly in the Call of Duty community due to showing the actual stats of weapons. Many YouTubers like JGod and Exclusive Ace use this site and should be the go-to for all your weapon stats. The first stat we're looking at is the ADS speed. There's no ADS difference between the two. Usually, or what's expected, is that the smaller round mag should be faster in the ADS department, so these two are equal so far. The next stat is the movement speed. The 60 round mag makes you 1.3% slower than the 50 round mag. Most of the time, you won't be seeing or feeling the difference. If you are in aggressive gunfights where you're bunny hopping around corners or have to sprint with your Grau out, then you may need the movement speed boost. All of the other times, you won't need the extra speed at all. So there's a slight advantage in the movement speed for the 50 round mag. Then there's the obvious 10 round mag difference. In Warzone, you need the bigger mags to full kill people and to be able to down multiple people without reloading. So in that respect, 60 should be better than 50, right? I did some testing on this and found that it didn't really affect my gameplay at all. I played quads until I got to 100 kills, and there were only about a couple times where the extra 10 rounds would have made a difference. Now let's look at the recoil patterns and see if there's any difference. When performing these recoil comparisons, I used the best setup for Warzone: the Monolithic Suppressor, Archangel barrel, Commando Foregrip, the mag that I was testing, and I used the Tac Laser. In a Grau build, the last attachment is preference. You could also use grip tapes or even an optic. I chose the Tac Laser due to its aiming stability attribute. Aiming stability makes the recoil pattern more consistent, and we wanted to see the true recoil pattern as often as possible in this test. I learned about the aiming stability from a video by the Exclusive Ace. Link is in the description if you want to learn more. I performed 5 pattern comparisons to account for any inconsistencies in the pattern. What we're looking for are 2 things: how sharp the angle is when the recoil changes direction, and how much the bullet jumps after the first few shots. The change in recoil direction should be smooth and the jump should be small. Feel free to pause the video if it's going too fast. For test 1, the angle change is better for the 50 and the bullet jump is about the same. For test 2, the angle change and bullet jump is about the same. For test 3, the angle change is better for the 50 and the bullet jump is better for the 60. For test 4, the angle change is about the same, but the bullet jump is better for the 60. For test 5, the angle change is better for the 50, but the bullet jump is better for the 60. In conclusion, for the recoil, it's about preference. These differences are tiny, and if you could differentiate the 2 recoils, here's what they would be. The 50 round mag has equal or better recoil for sustained shooting, whereas the 60 round mag has slightly better initial shots. You can still be on target for sustained shooting, but it'll be ever so slightly more difficult. Without these tests, you probably wouldn't know there's a difference at all. The next thing we're looking at is the visual recoil. Visual recoil is basically how much the weapon looks like it's moving between shots. The less movement there is, the easier it is to see on target. Take a look at a side-by-side comparison of the visual recoil and focus on the iron sights. It goes by fast, so you may have to watch it a few times. It was a little hard to see the difference at first, but after a few watches, it looks like the 60 round mag has less visual recoil. This means it'll be easier for you to stay on target and not overcompensate because it looks like your aim is off. So which size mag should you be using to maximize your potential in Warzone? the 60 round mag looks like the clear winner. There is no ADS difference, the slowdown you get shouldn't affect your gameplay, and the extra bullets you get will only benefit you. The small difference in recoil patterns favor the 60 round mag because the first shots are the most important shots, and the recoil pattern difference will likely not be noticeable. What you will notice is the iron sight staying on target because the visual recoil will make it easier for your eyes to readjust to the target. Bigger is always better, and in the case for the Grau, the 60 round mag is better than the 50 round mag. I learned some new things by making this video, and I hope you did as well. If you did, please leave a thumbs up to help this video get seen by others. I upload multiple times a week, so subscribe to catch the next vid when it comes out. Comment down below which mag you thought had the least amount of visual recoil. Look forward to hearing from all of you. Shoots!